The next morning, I looked like Quasimodo from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. It was disgusting. Hey guys, what's up? It's Bryn again, and today's video is a story time. One of the questions that I get asked the most is, what's it like doing bottle service? I think that people just have this expectation because it looks so glamorous, it looks so fun. There's no stress, no worries, it's like the easiest job in the world. Yeah, they're wrong. I'm not gonna say bottle service is anything like heart surgery or something, but there's definitely a lot of stuff that you run into unexpectedly. It isn't as glamorous as it looks. Just like the same way stripping is really hard, harder than it looks. It's definitely a hustle. Bottle service is a hustle. My particular story is like 1 in a million because I actually got punched in the face on the job. I don't know if you've noticed, but I have a scar above my eye. First, let me break it down for people who may not know what bottle service is. So pretty much you go to a club and you rent or pay for a seated area in the club for the night, and then you show up with your friends, you get bottles of liquor. And so what a bottle service girl does is she brings the bottles out, she does a little dance, and just overall kind of tries to enrich your experience in the club. I'm losing my voice already. So I had a section right in the middle of the club in the dance floor, and I was so excited because it was my 3rd shift and I had just never been a part of an experience like that before. And my tables were really cool. Like, the people that I was serving were celebrating birthdays. The stroke of midnight, and I'm bringing out a cake to celebrate my guest's birthday. And the dance floor is packed. It's sweaty, it's hot. There's so many people crowding this dance floor. So I'm walking out with a cake and I'm carrying it like this, because I'm carrying it really close to my body because I'm trying not to drop it. There's people like swinging around, like fist pumping, doing the most on this dance floor, okay? Like, it's stressful. So my main priority was to keep this cake safe because I wanted them to get the cake. To be honest, to this day, I do not know what this guy was doing. I don't know if he was just about to punch somebody and he was like retracting. I don't know if he was fist pumping. I don't know if he was just like excited and like flailing his arms around. I really can't answer that. It happens in the blink of an eye, like one eye. It's so instantaneous the way things can change, and this is why car crashes, accidents, stuff, it truly does happen in the blink of an eye. Like, you can't expect things like that. All I remember is I'm holding this cake, I'm not protecting my face at all, and the guy in front of me swings back and hits me either with his elbow or backhands me right in the eye. So he's like, boom, or boom. I can't do it with my own arm. And the force of his arm was, like, I'm convinced this guy's probably a bodybuilder. I can't remember for the life of me what he looks like, but I'm sure he's like 400 pounds of muscle. It felt like a freight train hit my face. I have never ever experienced pain like that in my life. It felt like my bones broke. The fact that he was winding up and like really drunk probably, so he was like inebriated and he didn't probably have muscular control the way that we normally do when we're sober. He probably had so much force in that arm that he honestly could have knocked me out. And once again, I'm so lucky because I think that was his fingernail that cut me right there. And I'm so lucky that it wasn't, what, like 1 inch lower, because he could have like cut my eye and I could have serious eye damage. So honestly, thank God. All I remember is just blood rushing to my head. I felt so dizzy. I had never been hit before. I've never even been in a fight in high school or anything like that. I've never taken a kickboxing class. The pain was immediate, it was intense. The adrenaline couldn't even save me. So I saved the cake. My first thought was, oh my fucking God, this fucking cake. Sorry, excuse my French. I kept the cake. He knocks me back. I saved the cake. I didn't even like say happy birthday or like bring it in a fun way at all. I think they actually saw the guy hit me because it happened right in front of my table. And I just darted straight to the staff room. Men are so much stronger than women just naturally. It's testosterone versus estrogen. Men have more muscle per pound. Men are just stronger. That's the way it is. And that's why when men hit women, there is no comparison in the amount of strength. It's just not a fair fight. So I run to the staff room, my cut is bleeding, my eye, I thought it was not even in my head anymore. Because the club is so big, he got away and security couldn't do anything. They didn't even see it. And truly it was an accident. He didn't know I was behind him. So I really don't have any ill will towards this guy other than the fact that my face is now permanently scarred for life. Emergency medical services came. They asked me a million questions. They gave me an eye pack. They like did a test to make sure I could like move my eye and stuff like that. Make sure there was no nerve damage. Yeah, I still couldn't believe how much it hurt. It honestly felt like someone stepped on my face. I get sent home. I didn't even get to make my money that night, but I didn't even care. I just called my boyfriend at the time and got him to pick me up. The next morning, I looked like Quasimodo from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. It was disgusting. Ew, it was all purple and swollen shut, and the cut was all nasty, and it kept splitting open because anytime I moved my face it would split open because your skin here is so thin. So even blinking or like raising my eyebrows hurt and would open my cut. The really annoying thing was I had an incredible audition for the next day that I had to tape and send off to LA for a television show. And I had to do the tape with my eye swollen shut. I wasn't gonna be like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna take any opportunity that comes my way. So I just did it with my eye swollen, and of course I didn't get the role. So for the whole week, like, people are looking at me weird. I'm out with my boyfriend. People like give us the, are you okay? Everyone's staring at me. All these girls think that I'm a victim of domestic violence, which I wasn't. And I'm just a victim of a drunken idiot flailing his arms around. Eventually, obviously it healed, or I wouldn't look like this. So moral of the story is, bottle service can be risky. It's not always all fun and games. You're being stepped on all the time. I've been pushed in an actual fight. The guy pushed the other guy and the other guy fell into me. It's just like painful. It's dangerous, right? I've been puked on. You get groped a lot, which is disgusting. One time I was carrying a bottle, like you carry it above your head, and I had a guy think it was okay to just grab my boob like that. Like, that's not right. No matter what setting you're in, women are not for men to grope. But that's a whole different video, a whole nother story. You do always have to keep your guard up. You always have to keep your head up. You need to know where you're looking, because I've even had close calls where like I thought I heard someone call my name. I turn around and then there's someone like super close and in my face, and who knows, if I didn't have my eyes forward and it was some random, the same thing could have happened, right? Always keep your head up. Always look in the direction that you're going. Always keep your peripherals alert. So once again, yes, I do love my job. It's good for now. It's good for the moment. It's great money. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you've had any close calls or if you've had any encounters in clubs where you've accidentally been hit. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe. I have a lot of fun stuff on the way. Thanks, guys.